Today's tool is the Agile User Stories. Okay, our next tool for today is the Agile User Story. The Agile User Story captures, documents, and communicates your customers' wishes and needs for the project and the product. Do not start to work on a project until you have collected and documented some of your customers' requirements. And in Agile project management, the user story is the main vehicle for capturing those requirements. So really, really important to have requirements down, and what you're going to use is the Agile User Story and the template to follow that basically captures the requirements. So let's look at the planning tools for Agile User Stories. When would you create, develop, or write the tool, right? Initiation, planning process, really that's for everyone. But for documenting and for capturing and documenting customers' wishes and needs for the product, right? Who's going to use the tool? Basically everyone in the Agile team. Why are you going to use the tool? Because you need to capture requirements. You need to understand what are you going to do in this project. How are you going to use it to capture requirements? How will you distribute it? Document format, document control system, presentations, right? How often will you distribute it? Basically, user stories are distributed throughout the life of the project, but specifically at the end of the sprints. At the beginning of the sprints and at the end of the sprints, so you're loaded and you're locked and loaded to go into that next sprint. Right? What information does it capture? Customer requirements. So again, really, really important to have a set of planning questions to really understand how you're going to use the tool. All right, so let's dive into the tool. There's the definition, the value of the tool. And so with every tool, and I really kind of love this process with the Agile User Story, is there's a template, right? I really believe strongly in templates, and I think it's much, much easier to get this thing done if you've got a template in place. And so here's your user story ID. You're going to put a title. And then the greatness of this template is, as a user, I want to so that, right? And so you got the value, you got the priority, you got the estimate, right? And then as an acceptance criteria, kind of on the back of the card, is when I do this, this happens. And so using a template like this really gives you that nice structure and that value of cranking out these user stories in this template format. And it's that level of consistency that's really, really going to help drive through and really create yourself a good set of user stories. So plan to use the product vision statement is a major part of the user story, and then plan to use the user story. Right, so if we go down, like we've done mastering the Agile User Stories, here's a creating. You're going to obviously use that template again. And it just kind of walks you through the specific users and the customers and all the goodness around really creating that. But I want to get down specifically to the template. Again, Life Journal application. As a registered Life Journal app user, I want to log into to the Life Journal app on my cell phone so that I can access my journaling history that I previously entered into the app, right? And then on the back, right, I log in with a registered 4 to 8 character ID. We put a password in there. What happens? My previously displayed journal history is displayed. When I try to log in without a proper ID, I get an error message. So it really does walk you through exactly what the customer is looking for. And then we've got into the details of what does ID mean, what's title, I want to, so that, right? It really gives you a lot of details around exactly how to fill in this template. So I absolutely love it. Then we actually talk about an epic user story, which is really that higher level user story. And then you would break down smaller user stories into that. So really, really love this Agile User Story because it really breaks down that nice template and you can see exactly what the customer's needing. So have a look at that, all in my book, Project Management Communication Tools. Again, check it out online. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, comment, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks again. I'll see you online. Thanks. Excited Excited to walk you through this. So as part of our course that we've been walking through, the Project Management Communication Tools course I've been putting up on YouTube and you guys have been watching, a lot of people are asking me about how do I get the actual files and how do I get this information. So a couple things I wanted to point out. If you jump into the paid tools, there's really 2 or 3 components I want to show you here. First of all the various PDF files. So for projects, for small projects, here's a PDF file, and what we've done, and you've seen this before, but we've broken down the tools of what you should use for small projects, what you should use for medium projects, what you should use for large projects. So we've broken all those down. And so as we go through this course, you're going to see, and I'll just jump into one of them, for example, you're going to see it's really a PDF of the book. It's 158 pages, so as we go through the course and we look at customer requirements and you actually see all the text and stuff that we're going through, that comes directly from the book. And so what we've done here is we've broken them down. So small projects from 1 week to 3 months, here are the tools in initiation, here are the tools in planning, and so on and so on. So you guys can go check those out on my store at any time. I'll come back, and again, of course, there's the medium projects and then for large projects. Now, again, if you're looking for the tools, so you actually love these and you don't want to hand type these tools are certainly right available right there. So again, it's really, really important as we walk through and you guys understand the tools and you want to start using the tools, you can certainly hand type all these tools, not a problem, or you can spend that low price and grab these tools and make them available for you right now. So very, very excited. I just want to spend a couple minutes. It's dowpublishingllc.com/store-2. Very easy to find. The files are right there. And again, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks.